Hey everybody, this is Corey, wanting to share with you two of my favorite everyday practices to help you build your immunity, increase your creativity, focus, and clarity, as well as open yourself up to new possibilities. So when you are in a place where we are right now, where everyone's immune system is under attack, and it's not even just your physical immune system, it's also your mental immune system. So building up your resources to help you be immune to a lot of the negativity, as well as, of course, being immune to any sort of viruses and any attacks on your physical immune system. So how you start your day has a tremendous impact on your day. And right now, all of us here in the US have an extended period of time where we have stay-at-home orders. So it's the perfect opportunity to create some structure and to implement some practices into your day so that you are really building that immunity within. And you're deciding, while I'm within the house, I'm going to go within me and see what are the things that help me stay connected to myself, to a sense of meaning, a higher power, and opening myself up to possibility. So I'm starting to see beyond this and playing around with what I want to create and how I want to be at the end of this. And the best way to do that is to start with your breath and your beliefs. And for me, they go hand in hand. So two of my favorite practices that I do consistently every day. The first one is a Kundalini yoga exercise. And a lot of Kundalini practices, or asanas they're called, or series of movements, are connected to the breath. And I love that because right now, this disease that's out there is an attack on your respiratory system. So to me, it's even more important to really connect with your breath and feel how amazing it is that we have the ability to breathe. And often it goes unnoticed. And so these two exercises help you bring your awareness to your breath and increase your capacity to breathe, as well as have some significant impacts on your immune system. So the first one from Kundalini Yoga is stretch pose. This is a pose that is just critical for so many things in your life. And I'll read you off some of the benefits. So it activates the third chakra, which is your core of identity, your seat of power. It resets the nervous system. So anytime our nervous system is under stress, which right now, if you're watching the news or hearing a lot of negative information, that's an attack on your nervous system. So being able to strengthen your nervous system and reset it to a place of equanimity, it has calming, rejuvenating, and purifying impacts. It helps to purify the blood. It also boosts resolve. So this is, again, a point in time where we all need to remember how strong we are and to increase our resilience. And it also strengthens your reproductive organs and glands, and it enhances your focus and clarity. And it also tunes up your digestive system, which your digestion is also linked to clarity and focus, as well as health, of course. So how this practice works is you lay on your back and you press your lower back into the floor and you think about lengthening your body. And then you slowly lengthen your neck, bring your neck off of the mat, off of the floor, bring your feet off of the floor, only a couple inches each. Have your arms at your side by your hips facing each other. And then once you're in that pose, a little bit elevated, you begin breath of fire, which is in and out breathing rapidly, like a dog panting. So I'll show you an example. So you're pumping your stomach. So your stomach is also getting a workout. And the goal is to hold the pose for 1 to 3 minutes. I suggest if you've never done it before, maybe start with 10 seconds and then 30 seconds. Maybe alternate putting one of your feet down and then the other foot down. And the whole time that you're doing this, you're connecting with that purifying feeling of that breath, as well as chanting Sat Nam, which means truth is my name, truth is my identity. So you're connecting to your core identity power center, chanting truth, and elevating your entire energetic body. And then once you finish, lay in corpse pose, savasana, for 1 minute. So the equal amount of time that you held the pose is the amount of time that you rest. And then the second exercise I follow stretch pose with are a series of breathing exercises from Wim Hof. So if you don't know who he is, look him up, Wim Hof. And what I like about his exercises is that it increases your lung capacity. So you're bringing more breath. And a lot of times we don't really activate all of our lung capacity. We tend to be very shallow breathers. So it helps to expand your capacity. His research that he's done on his breathing exercises claim that they alkaline the blood, and they also, same thing, they reset the nervous system. So in one of the parts of the breathing that I'll explain, they instigate a stress response so that your body is able to respond more positively and healthily to stress. So how his exercises work is while you're laying down, you engage in 30 sets of circular breathing. So you expand your stomach, think about the breath opening up in your stomach, opening up in your chest, reaching up to your head on your inhale, and then you exhale, not completely, but you exhale through your mouth. You can also inhale through your mouth. So he calls it sort of controlled hyperventilation. So I'll give you an example. And while you're doing that inhalation specifically, think about expanding your breath and then picture your breath moving up. So you're expanding your chest and then even into your head. So you continue that circular breathing for 30 rounds. At the end, this is where you'll instigate a bit of a stress response. You'll breathe in, hold that breath for as long as you can. You can set a timer. Aim for 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds, as long as you can, because you want your body to feel that bit of like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. And then you exhale completely. And then when you exhale on this round, hold the breath out, apply root lock, which is the feeling of holding your urine in if you really had to go to the bathroom. And then hold that pose for 15, 20, 25, 30 seconds, and then repeat the whole cycle again. So you might experience, as he says, tingling in your fingers and your toes, maybe a little bit of lightheadedness. So when you're done, allow yourself again to rest for about a minute on your back. And now to activate the beliefs. So you have activated your power center, you're connecting to truth, you're connecting to the power of your breath. And so then what I like to follow these two exercises with is just a short meditation. And in this meditation, think about the ideal reality that you want to create. So right now, think about in 3 weeks and 4 weeks and 5 weeks, when all of this has passed, think about how you want to feel, what you want to be doing. What do your relationships look like? What does your body look like? What does your energy feel like? What are the thoughts that you're having throughout the day? What are the conversations that you're having throughout the day? And what are the beliefs that you need to make all of that possible? Because often our old beliefs do not allow us to create something different. We end up creating the same thing over and over again. And so while you're in this space of contemplative reflection, think about and visualize all the details, emotions, and sensations of that reality that you most desire and the experience of it. Give yourself the experience so your body feels like excited, if excitement's one of your core desired emotions. Or maybe it's a sense of calm and peace and harmony. Maybe it's a sense of feeling purposeful or loved, whatever it might be. And then think about, okay, so as a person who feels this way on a daily basis, who experiences high-level emotions, stays in high energetic states, what are the beliefs that made that possible for me? And how do those beliefs make my reality possible for me? And as you're in that space, Give yourself the experience of having achieved what you desire now. So think about that feeling that you will have in your body once you are living that life. What are your core values, desired emotions, desired feelings that you experience on a consistent basis? And then this is the key component, is then to think about what is an action you can take today to give yourself that experience. Because the more you experience that, what you most desire, the more you open yourself up to possibilities that create more of that desire. And it also helps you learn to trust yourself more. So when you feel that nudge or that hit of intuition, you act on it, and then you reinforce the belief that, of course, everything is working out for me. Of course, that thing didn't work because this thing was waiting to come through for me. And in that space, you're boosting your mental immunity to doubt and disbelief and discouragement, while your breathing practices are boosting your physical immunity. And all of these are creating not only incredible resiliency, but also activating your imagination and creativity and tapping into higher level intentions and emotions so that you are stepping into now what you desire to create. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I am creating an amazing opportunity for you all to work with me at a very accessible rate. So if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, how to create more structure and stability, and develop practices that help you tap into what it is you most want to create, what you most want to experience, and to share your unique contribution to the world, no matter what's going on. So I'll put a link in the comments, and would love to hear your thoughts on how this works for you. Bye.